kind of becoming an annual thing to have you. We like it. You're like a piece of the furniture now.
I like being here.
In a good way. I mean that. Let's talk about this. Yankees fans, we always talk Yankees in the first segment. Yankees fans probably want to know, of all the calls you're making and taking right now, are they about potential trades or free agents that are still out there?
I mean, I spent some time on the phone today regarding free agency just to make sure I keep our oar in the water as the market probably is collapsing for a lot of guys this close to spring training. So you want to make sure that you keep your finger on the pulse so I can make sure Hal Steimer is aware that there could be opportunities at cheaper prices than expected. But realistically, you know, the trade front has been the more active conversations. Not that there's anything pending. I do believe we're at 99.9% plus that what we have is what we're going to camp with. But you have to continue to stay engaged.
Brian, on the trade front, one of the names that we've heard attached to the Yankees is obviously Jose Quintana, an elite pitcher. And if you were to make a deal like that, the price tag is going to be high. Can you describe what kind of conversations you've had with the White Sox?
I've stayed in touch. Clearly, you know, they are a team like we were last summer, open to moving players and you know, pressing their reset button. So I don't want to say anything specific, but I think they set a high. I think we set a high bar last summer with, you know, the trade returns, and then this winter they followed that up with some significant deals with high-end returns, which I think it's created a really high sticker price out there, and you know, which more likely than not prevents a deal or deals to be more easily made. So we'll stay engaged, but I'd say again, sticker price of what the market is out there for anybody, not just the White Sox. I'd say anybody. It's tough to do business under these current conditions.
Is it fair to say, though, that over the past few years, the organizational philosophy has become more set in stone? Unless you get a great deal for a low price in terms of a trade, you're hanging on to these young guys, and it seems like you've embraced it, and now Yankees fans are starting to embrace that.
Well, I think that Yankee fans have always embraced it. I mean, the great thing about being in a position I've been in for a long time, you know, whether you know, I grew up with the Yankees, and, you know, I was there as the assistant farm director and then 6 years as the assistant GM, and then now obviously it's 20 years as general manager. And I remember when, and Jack, you were here too, you covering us with the Times, our fans knew and saw the young product and suffered for a while before that product got delivered into the World Championship and eventual championships. And so they're willing to walk through that with you. As long as, you know, they have some legitimate players that they can really grow with. And so I think, you know, I understand that. I think our ownership understands that. And I think we really now in a much better position to provide a group of talent that hopefully some will really, you know, be part of the next championship core. And so we're not afraid of that. I think the fans are welcoming them that. And they've been through this before, but a lot of people just forgot. And, you know, listen, it's time.
Just a quick follow-up before we go to break, because you brought it up. 20th year as GM. How does that strike you? How does that sound to you? I'm sure you're happy about it, but that's a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of great players, a lot of great teams, and you know, a lot of success. You know, obviously some failures, and with all of that there's a great deal of experience that, you know, I think, you know, will serve me well as I continue to, you know, do the best I possibly can.